Code is a 1-hour introduction to computer science for kids of all ages. Participating in the event allows kids to explore the world of programming, which is a valuable skill for anyone to have in our world today. On behalf of Women in Tech Maldives, thank you so much for volunteering to become a mentor. We've picked a few games that are easy to understand for the age group that you will be mentoring. You do not need to have a background in computer science, you will only need to guide your students through simple tasks where the games will provide instructions on what they're expected to do. On the day of the event, you will demo the first 3 stages of your game and then let your students take it from there. Please note that you must complete the game yourself so that if any of your students struggle with the level, you would be able to guide them. If you are unsure of how to complete a level, find an issue with the game, or have any other queries, please reach out to us. So let's begin with our tutorial. This hour of code activity is called Minecraft Designer, and when you visit the link, you'll get to see this tutorial. You can encourage your students to watch it because it takes them through the game as well. But the first thing that you want to do is let your students know exactly where the controls are for the game and how they would play it. And there are highlighted tooltips that really help the kids out as well. So what you want to tell your kids is that the levels are at the top here. There are 12 levels to this game in order to complete it. Their instructions are at the top here. The game can be viewed at the left square here, and then there's the run button, which will run the solution that they come up with. The solution can be created by the blocks that will appear in this section, and their workspace is where they will create their solution, and it's to the right here. And the way that you would create the solution is by dragging the blocks from the blocks section into the workspace, and you know that there is a connection when a little yellow highlight comes up, so you can just click that into place. And if you need to remove anything from the solution, you can either drag it away so that it becomes transparent, or you can also put it into the bin. You can show the kids how to make a solution for levels 1, 2, and 3, and then let them take it from there. So for level 1, the instruction says, the chicken is frozen, place move and turn blocks on the when spawned slot to get it to move. So this is the when spawned slot, which basically means when the chicken is created in the game. We want to add a move and a turn block in order to achieve the objective. So move forward, and let's put it in move, turn left. And once it's done, you can click the run here, and we see that the objective is completed because the chicken can now move and turn. So on this level, the objective is the chicken moved and then stopped. In games, chickens walk forever, so use a forever do loop to keep the chickens moving. So this time when the chicken is spawned, we want to put in a forever do loop where this action will happen consistently, so we can put in the move forward and turn again, but this time in a forever loop. So now when we run it, we'll see that it does not stop. For the third level, it says the chickens look weird moving the same way. Games use random moves to make things look real, so we want to make the chickens turn random. So again, we put in the forever do and move forward and turn random. So as the steps go along, they get more and more complex until the very final end, where they get to have an array of functions to work with. So we're going to run the third level now and see that instead of all moving the same way, they're all moving in different random directions. Starting from level 4, you'll also be able to control the character, and in this specific level, that's all you need to do. And you'll be able to click run and then either use the keys here or WASD keys on your keyboard, or even the directional keys. And we also have to use space bars in order to use an item. So we want to get them in front of the door, press space bar, and then walk inside in order to complete the level. Level 12, they'll be able to create an entire game where they determine what happens when run, when it's day, when it's night, what happens to the different characters within the game itself, and they have all of the blocks that they've learned about so far in order to do all of those configurations for their game, and then they get to play with it. I would highly encourage that you ask your students to share the games with each other as well, because it'll be fun to see the creative ways in which all the kids use the similar blocks to create entirely different games. And once they're done, they can click on I finished. Students can personalize their certificate by putting in their name and clicking submit. They can then save their certificate and share their accomplishment. At this point, if they have more time, they can go on to the next activity, or if this is the end of their session, you can ask them if they enjoyed it, what they liked best, and to share their creations with the rest of the class so that you can all take a look at the unique solutions developed by each student. Thanks again for taking time out to help students discover the magic of programming. This helps to broaden participation in the field of computer science. We hope you enjoyed the event as much as your students, and we hope to see you again next year.